Nice of you to finally join us. Those damn Montclairs have locked me out of my own city. If any of my people have been hurt, I'll kill Montclair and his daughter with my bare hands. You know how to get things done. Join up with Scordo and help him find a way into the city. I'll keep the troops on alert and ready to move on your signal. Northpойnt is an important trading center, with many House Dorel holdings. Whoever controls the city controls the northern region of Rivenspire. If I were Oblivion bent on conquering the area, it's certainly what I would do. My son, Elec, was in charge while I was at Shornhelm. If he's still alive, he must be somewhere inside the city. Beyond that, the entire populace is loyal to House Dorel. But I have no idea what kind of forces Montclair set loose within my city. Reports indicate that Baron Montclair hasn't been seen in weeks, though this mess has his fingerprints all over it. His daughter Larea, on the other hand, isn't afraid to show her face. We're assuming she's in command here. Prior to her mother's illness, she was a charming young woman, a real magic-using prodigy. Now it's like she's been replaced by a dark seducer. Men and women will do anything to please her, and she's shown a remarkable affection for extreme cruelty. I sent Scordo and a small group to establish a secure base among the farmhouses outside the city. He's supposed to find a way into Northpойnt and then send us a signal. Since that hasn't happened yet, I assume he's still working on it. Countess Tamrith went with him, against my better judgment, I might add. And that fancy knight Darien decided to tag along. He's gotten rather friendly with Scordo since he arrived. I hope they can slip inside, or this is going to be a long siege.
You walked into the wrong farmhouse, Montclair! Well, kiss a troll and call me Pumpkin. I know you, from Shornhelm. Did Baron Dorel send you? I was the orc, in the cage. Not my most shining moment, but it's not like I'm a noble or anything. No matter, I'm just glad you're here. It's a disguise. What's wrong? Don't you like it? Is my helmet on crooked or something? We're going to sneak into Northpойnt. Not usually my approach, but Countess Tamrith and Darien helped us get this far. No idea. He went to scout around and hasn't come back yet. So far, we've learned the patrols outside the city consist of untrained fighters with orders to keep people away. Only the officers seem to know what's going on inside. I suggested busting a hole in the wall, but the Countess decided we should save that as a last resort. Darien went out to search while we took care of the farmers. They came to us for help, and you know how the Countess feels about refugees.
May the light bathe and bless these people. May it guide their way and grant peace to those they have lost. I promised to serve the people of Rivenspire, my friend. That doesn't mean I get to sit in a tower and make others take all the risks. Besides, these poor farmers are in need of a healer, and that just happens to be one of my specialties. Not much, I'm afraid. The soldiers we captured won't give up any secrets. But we do know they are totally committed to Larea Montclair. Darian went out to see if he could learn more. He's been gone for a long time, and I'm starting to get worried. I'd appreciate that. Look toward the eastern farmsteads. Montclair's forces seem to be concentrated in that area, so it stands to reason that Darian would be curious about what they're doing there. Just be careful, and don't give away our presence.
Do your worst, lackey to a foreign crown. I won't tell you anything. Well, I guess that would be all right. I am a guard of the First Order, a member of the Blood Talon Cloaks of House Montclair. More than that, you won't get out of me. What part of I won't tell you anything didn't you understand? You can't get me to betray our beautiful Lady Larea. I obey her commands. I would even die for her. Now either kill me or leave me be.
Can you believe it? The officers won't tell us a thing. We're not even allowed in the city.
I was wondering when you were gonna show up. Want a bite? Reconnaissance, but keep your voice down. No need to wake the good captain. And know what I learned? There's not a single guard in Northpойnt. Not a one. Lorrea ordered them to get out and to keep everyone away. Isn't that enough? I was fairly proud of that bit of espionage. But you're right, there's more. The good captain here let slip that there's a smuggler's tunnel. Leads right into the heart of the city. It's our best option for getting inside.
My, Sir Darian. That was impressive. But when it comes to smugglers' tunnels, I think there's a thing or two I can teach you.
I'm not sure how to respond to that. Why don't you find out what our vampire vixen is talking about?
I must say, Darian certainly has a way with the ladies. That's not how I'd go about extracting information from the enemy, but I can't fault his results. The old smuggler's tunnel should lead into the city, if we can get through it. Well, the smugglers who use the tunnels installed a gate. Gives them a monopoly on the black market in Northpойnt. The tunnel will get us into the city, if we can get past the locked gate. The smuggler boss is a tough pirate. Goes by the name of Lagra. If anyone has a key, it's her. But the Montclairs attack any boats that approach the city. There are wrecks up and down the coast. If Lagra's still alive, that's where we'll find her.
What do you think you're doing on my ship? Do you know what I did to the last stowaway I found? Well, the last time I looked, my hold didn't lead into the city. Wait a moment. My key! If you're one of those Montclair bastards, I won't go down without a fight. Now give me back my key. You need? I don't give a troll's ear what you need. My gang is in there. They were waiting for me in Northpойnt when the Montclairs sealed the city and attacked my ship. I need the key so I can get inside and rescue them. And you just expect me to trust you? Look around. What has trust ever gotten me? I trusted I could sail safely into port, and my ship was sunk. I trusted my gang could conduct business in Northpойnt, and now they're locked inside. And I'm the Black Market Magister of Northpойnt. But my assets happen to be locked up in the city or waterlogged at the bottom of the ocean. Fine. Take the key. Get the city open and I'll make it worth your while. Especially if my people are safe. The tunnel is inside the cove beneath the lighthouse. That key will unlock the trapdoor.
Over here, by the rocks. Come on, I'll take you to where the others are waiting. Tell us you found something, hero. We could use some good news.
I'm not interested in news. Just tell me you found a way to get us into those tunnels.
Tell me you found something good, hero. It's not like the fate of Rivenspire is hanging in the balance or anything. Right then, let's go see what Lorraya's doing in there. But brace yourself. I don't think we're gonna like what we find. Northpойnt. It just feels empty. I sense life in there, but it's faint. Barely perceptible. We need to be ready for anything. His lordship, the Baron over there, wants us to head inside, see what's going on, and secure the area. He wants us to be slow and careful so as not to damage his precious city. Good job getting that key, by the way. Now let's go save Northpойnt. I need to let Verandus know what's going on. In the meantime, talk to Scordo. He knows the city like the back of his hand.
I'm not sure how Montclair and his troops stand this armor. It's itchy and it smells like rotten mud crab meat.
I find it hard to believe that Baron Dorell allowed a smuggler to dig a tunnel into his city, and right under his very nose. Still, it is our good fortune that this tunnel exists. The light truly shines on those who need it. I find it hard.
Talk to Scordo. He has a plan. It's a bit crude, but it just might work. At least it has the advantage of being remarkably simple and easy to remember. I appreciate that in a plan.
So it's just us mortals from here on in? It's fine with me. I don't mind admitting that the idea of friendly vampires kinda creeps me out. Northpойnt was my home for the last few years, so I know the place pretty well. Never snuck in through a smuggler's tunnel, though. That's gonna be a new experience. Just remember that we're part of House Montclair and things should go fine. We need to sneak in slowly, one at a time. Wandering around as a group would just be inviting trouble. The tunnel is supposed to lead through the lighthouse. We need to get inside and find a place we can use to get the lay of the land. Hold on! I'm coming with you! The others are gonna give us a little time to find a safe location to use as a base. No point in all of us getting captured together. Let's check the buildings. There has to be one we can use as a safe location. Innkeep Bollock lived here. I hope he isn't one of these blood fiends. Anyway, this place is too small for our needs. Let's keep looking. The others are gonna give us a little time to find a safe... This should do nicely. Let's make sure it's clear. Go on. Go find the rest of our assault team. I'll have this place all cozy-like in no time. Because you're gonna go back out there and let them know where we are. And see if you can figure out where Larea is hiding while you're at it. I'll get the place settled and make sure we don't attract any unwanted visitors. Watch your arse out there. I mean, did you see all the vampires and blood fiends? Oh, you better hurry. We don't want to leave his lordship and her ladyship alone out there too long. It isn't safe.
foul creatures! Well, that's never happened before. Look out! Behind you! Watch out! They're coming out of the woodwork! I lost track of the Baron and the Countess when I heard the innkeeper scream, but I was too late. He gave me the key to the inn before he died. I think he tried to tell me something, but I couldn't make it out. Be on your guard. Here comes more of those monsters. Thanks for rescuing me. Just so you know, this isn't a usual occurrence. Oh, who am I kidding? This happens to me all the time. Can I assume the house you emerged from is our safe location? Of course it is. I'll just wander over and have a little lie down. It's all the same with you.
Letting a noblewoman wander alone through a city full of vampires and blood fiends. What was Scordo thinking? RK guides our way as usual. Are they all like this? The people of Nортpойnta? Did Lleraya turn them all into these vile creatures? May the light watch over them. Praise RK. I can't believe that sweet Lleraya would do something like this to our people. What could have driven her to such horrors? I'll head to the manor and meet you there. Gather the others and let's meet at the manor. We have plans to make and I fear our time grows short. The light will preserve us.
Can you be? Oh, there you are. Have you found anything yet? I thought my son might be hiding here, in his office. But all I found was his journal. You might as well have a look. Alec and I haven't always seen eye to eye, and he's made no effort to hide his feelings about me in his journal. He does mention the arrival of Lady Larea, though. I'll tell you more when we gather with the others. No reason to repeat myself. Serene Manor. I know it well. Nice to see we finally found a good use for that pompous ass. I'll meet you there. We'll discuss the contents of my son's journal when the entire team is together. Try not to let the Blood Fiends suffer when you kill them. They were the citizens of Nортpойнta once.
Rhea has been here all along, and your son didn't do a damn thing about it?
According to Alec's journal, yes. Seems to have been infatuated with the woman. Didn't even get along when she started turning people into blood fiends.
More blood fiends? I hate this. Just give me something to hit already. But it does sound like your son betrayed Nортpойnta, Baron.
It's the Remnant. It put Alec under her spell. I'm surprised he was even able to write in his journal. Maybe that was his way of warning us.
The Baron was just filling us in on what was written in his son's journal. Spell or no, Alec has a lot to answer for. If he's even still alive. First, we need to find out if anyone survived Larea's private party. The Countess heard noises coming from the inn. It's not much to go on, but at least it's a place to start looking. Part of me wants to find Larea in there. Then we can put a blade through her and be done with this business. But I really hope the townsfolk have crowded in there and barricaded the doors. Either way, we need to get in there and see. So Darien accomplished something useful after all. Go upstairs and get that key. Funny thing, Darien was scratched and battered, claimed the blood fiends bit him. But the Countess didn't find a single bite mark on him. Guess he was mistaken.
If we do not end this war, it will end us.
Darien can't talk right now. I gave him something to relieve his pain, and to quiet him down for a little while. The man does love the sound of his own voice. The end of my staff. Right to the side of his head. Best way to quickly quiet a delirious soldier. He was making enough noise to give away our presence, and I was in no mood to fight a horde of those creatures. A key? Yes. He was holding on to it rather tightly. I had to pry it from his grip before I could tend to his injuries. Is it important? Arche provides. Bless us all. I heard sounds coming from the inn as I made my way here. Now we can get inside and see what's in there. I hope it's the survivors of this terrible disaster. I'd hate to think that Larea turned or killed them all.
I'm going with you to check on the inn.
Veranda sent me to help. He said he needed to do some more research. I swear the man's got his head buried in that old book you found in Lorkrata. But if it wasn't that, it'd be something else. He loves his research, that's for sure.
We can discuss whatever you like. Politics, the weather, anything at all. But after we finish this mission. Head to the inn. I'm right behind you. My people. A ruler shouldn't have to cut down his own people like this. Let's check upstairs. Someone must have survived this nightmare.
Be silent. We don't want them to hear us. Whoever or whatever you may be, I advise you to go away and leave us alone. These people are under my protection, and I will not allow you to harm them. I believe we are perfectly safe up here. Thank you all the same. Now go away. You have more than enough victims to suit your needs. I won't allow you to have any more. That's just what I'd expect one of Lorea's minions to say. Now leave us alone.
You, in the attic. I am Allard, Baron of House Dorel, and I swear you will be safe in my hands.
It's good to see you're still alive, my old friend.
And you as well. But tell me, is Alec hiding up there?
I'm sorry to say, but no. I left him at your manor. He insisted that he wanted to stay. It's good to see Baron Allard again. He's like a brother to me. It's been weeks since we last saw each other. I only wish this reunion was under better circumstances. When Lorea sealed the city and began turning people into blood fiends, I used my sword to cut a path to this inn and led as many as I could to safety. I was forced to kill friends who turned into monsters, but I was able to save some of our people. Quite a few, and there are more hiding around the city, protected by members of the Nортpойнта Guard. I gave the order myself as soon as I saw what Lorea was doing. I just wish Lord Alec had been able to resist her as well. A spell, perhaps? I'm not really sure. She made some strange gestures and spoke a few arcane words. Then it was as if a wave of power flowed out of her. People immediately began turning into blood fiends. But not everyone was affected by her blessing. Lady Lorea has taken Dorel Manor as her own, but I have a key. Take it. Save as many of our people as you can. And be aware that Lord Alec is still with her. He was alive when I last saw him, but completely under Lorea's influence.
I'll give the signal. It's time to liberate Nортpойнта from these monsters. Meanwhile, go to my manor and evict Montclair's daughter from the premises, with extreme prejudice.
Nobles have gathered. What an excellent party.
You look like you could use a drink.
Someone new. How exciting. Come up, come up. You must introduce yourself before you can join the festivities.
You look like you could use a drink.
Oh, I know you. You must be the one her beautiful ladyship has been expecting. You're just in time for our grand celebration. We're celebrating the new and better life that will soon be ours. Lady Lorea is going to honor us with her blessing, and then we will never die. Probably, but it's not what you think. We freely accepted the will of the beautiful Lady Larea. She loves us, and we're devoted to her every wish and whim. My lady is upstairs. I'm sure she'd love to meet you. And when she tells you about her blessing, about the wonderful gifts she brings, I'm sure you'll fall in love with her just as I have. Just as we all have. Friends, fellow nobles, the glorious blessing of Lady Larea is almost upon us. Let us prepare ourselves to bask in her presence.
You might as well come on. I know that you're here. I can take your pain away. I can make you feel so much better. Well. You're not at all what I was expecting. That makes this so much more exciting. Let me take a look at you. So you're the one who dispatched my father's pet Argonian. Well done, by the way. Well done. I'm so glad you're here. I was becoming dreadfully bored with Alec and the rest of these silly nobles. Isn't it fascinating? You want to strike me, but your weapon hangs loosely at your side. I wonder why that is. Oh, I know. It's because I will it. This is my world now. I feel your desire to please me, and I can use it to make you do as I wish. You believe the nobles are in danger? You want to save them? How sweet. They love me. They have given themselves to me. Thanks to the Remnant, I am their god. And now I also have you, the hero that Verandis presumed to use against my father and I. You're trying to resist me? Oh, what sport we shall have. But first, I have duties to perform. Come, join me downstairs. We must attend the celebration. Perhaps I'll even honor you with the first dance, before you try to kill me.
You need to resist her, my friend. You must break free of her spell before all is lost. Just as in Lokrata, Larea has cast a veil. It hides her, protects her. You must find a way to enter the illusion. The basement. I can feel slight imperfections in the spell down there. The veil is a powerful illusion, but just as at Lokrata, you can manipulate its power using a tear. You have entered the veil. Now find Larea and finish this.
As usual, Verandis once again ruins my fun. I guess I'll just have to destroy you now. Pity. But I can always get another pet. You hate me, don't you? Why does everyone hate me? See how people love me. They even share their life essence with me.
Larea, I never wanted it to come to this. I had hoped to save Loraya from this fate, or else I should have been the one to end her campaign. I'm sorry this unfortunate task fell to you. Loraya gathered the nobles here, played with them, forced them to love her. It was the closest she could get to real happiness since the loss of her mother. When she was done playing, she was going to turn them all into blood fiends. Your perceptions are excellent. She used this veil in two ways, to hide herself and to overwhelm your senses with illusion. Unlike Locrata, instead of shredding the veil, this time you used the tear to enter Lorea's illusion. With Lorea's death, the power of the veil fades. As soon as it dissipates, the nobles will appear. But now the final confrontation draws near. Gather our forces and meet me at the Shrouded Pass. We must return to the Doom Crag to end this.
What happened? By the Eight. Who did this? What happened to my people? Loraya Montclair? Yes, she arrived here. She said she was here to help. Then, I can't remember anything else. Is the rest of Northpойnt? Is the city safe? I need to get outside. Find my father. I need to make sure that Northpoint's all right. Of course. Give us a moment to compose ourselves and we'll meet you outside. People, listen to me. Let's head outside and make sure the rest of the city is secure. We'll return for the fallen later. Right now, the living need us more.
In the name of High King Emmerich, and in accordance with the laws of the land, I hereby order the arrest of Alec Dorel for treason and the death of his kinsmen.
But father, it wasn't my fault.
You allowed an enemy into our city, into our home. Dozens fell to these monsters because you couldn't ignore a pretty face.
I never meant for anyone to get hurt. I'm not even sure what happened. Loraya said she wanted to help, and... I'm sorry.
Apologies won't bring our people back. It won't return honor to our family name. Guards! Take Alec away. You are dead to me, Alec. Dead to me.
I'm sorry I disappointed you, father. It won't happen again.
You may not believe this, but that wasn't how I wanted our reunion to play out. But laws were broken. People died. I can't ignore our laws. Not even to save my son. I left Alec in charge. The safety of Northpойnt was his responsibility. Someone has to answer for the deaths he caused this day. If I was in his position, I would expect the same treatment. Loraya paid, and for that I thank you. But Alec wasn't under a spell when he welcomed her into Northpойnt. That was his choice. I won't leave him here to make the same mistake again. Shrouded Pass? That means Montclair is in the Doomcrag. Then the time has come to strike down the traitor and restore peace to our shores. But first I want to thank you for helping the people of Northpойnt. I won't forget your bravery. It has been a grueling day. Restock and rest. We'll begin the march to the Doomcrag when you're ready. Then the time has come to meet Count Ravenwatch at the base of the Doomcrag. Head for the Shrouded Pass, and find Verandis. I'll gather our troops and meet you there.
I've explored a few alien ruins in my time. Dangerous places. But you know me. I love dangerous places.
Arcade, preserve us. I don't relish the idea of climbing that cursed peak. But if that's where Montclair hides, then the Doom Crag is where we must go.
So Montclair is at the Doom Crag? Perfect. I always wanted to assault a haunted pinnacle high in the mountains.
Greetings.
I've got to get out of here.
Hail.
Greetings.
Only the finest merchandise.
Greetings, Guild Sister.
I'm looking for someone, and she is not you. Leave me be.
It's been a long day in the fields. I'm tired of looking over my shoulder all the time.
Something I can help you with today? Feel free to browse and just holler if you need help.
Hi. Hey, you! Don't tell my boss I'm here. I'm supposed to... Oh, I don't remember what I'm supposed to do.
She needs some hope. Our farm. Everything we owned. It's all gone.
You'll hear our story repeated around Rivenspire, I expect. The roads just aren't safe anymore. Bandits from the Orc's Finger ruins hit our farm. They slaughtered livestock and looted the place. We only escaped because we hid. Then we ran. Until the next disaster befalls us. Marion, she lost her necklace. A family heirloom. You look capable. I have to stay with her, get her to Shornhelm. Would you go after these bandits? Try to find her necklace. Thank you for even considering this. Look for us in Shornhelm if you find it. The necklace. It's been in her family for hundreds of years. I think that necklace meant more to her than the farm. Bitter hand bandits. Bitter bastards, more like it. Trouble for everyone these days. If my brother Adold were here, we could have fought them off. But I couldn't take them on by myself. Not with Marion to protect. He's living the good life as a merchant in Eastmarch. We used to be quite a pair. Fought back to back across the face of Tamriel. But then I met Marion and settled down. Adold went soft and became a fishmonger. Funny name for a dreadful place, isn't it? It's one of those Ayleid ruins you find scattered about the region. The Bitter Hand took it over recently. Been using it as a base ever since. Story goes that there was an orc warrior, long ago, that came through the region looking for spoils and battle. He met his end in the ruin, dead at the hands of an Ayleid lich. Only thing they found of him? His finger bone. Keep your voice down. No, we're not married. We've been together for years, but I can never find the moment. And with her broken up like this, well, that moment isn't now.
I heard you talking to Lothson. Don't worry, I'll be fine. The big galoot has it in his head I'm some fragile thing. But it would be nice to have the necklace back. Yes. The Bitter Hand has been skulking about the farmlands for some time now. I knew they'd hit the farm sooner or later. Just figured on it being later, you know? That's what Lothson keeps telling me. Keeps telling me to hold on. We'll find hope soon. My mother didn't raise me to be some simpering Daggerfall flower. I've been working a farm since I could hold a shovel. I'll live. My great-grandmother's great-grandmother had it made. To celebrate her joining some forgotten king's court, my mother told me. I just know it's been worn by every woman in my family for generations. I'd hate to lose it forever.
What a pleasant surprise to see an acquaintance from Glenumbra. Good to see you still have your health. It's such a shame, isn't it, that our looks are always the first to go. Preparing a stew for Lady Laurent and her associates. Then worrying. I'm doing a lot of worrying. Bregafin, a Nord settlement, from what Lady Laurent told me. Exiles, you know. Got into trouble for performing unnatural rituals back in Skyrim and were banished. Of course, I haven't seen a single Nord out here, so make of that what you will. Yes, of course it's me. Who were you expecting? Molag Bal? I really wish people would stop bringing the matter up. It's clear I've recovered, isn't it?
Now, where have they disappeared to? Good help is so hard to find these days. How splendid! Look, Stibbins, it's our friend, the one from Glenumbra. What good fortune. I was just saying to Stibbins, I do wish someone would come along who has proven their worth. And then you turned up in answer to my summons. I'm looking for a cup. Not just any cup, mind you. A Mage's Guild cup. They call it the Emerald Chalice. The Nord mage Malafar stole this relic. I offered my assistance and tracked Malafar here to Berghafen, home to a group of Nord exiles. Patience! I was just getting to that. I acquired a few hirelings and sent them in to look around. They haven't returned. Now I need someone to go in there and find the Emerald Chalice. And my lazy hirelings as well. Of course. Oh, I knew I could count on you. If you find that blasted cup, you will have my eternal gratitude. Of course I'm worried about my hired help, as any woman of noble birth would be. But the chalice is a priceless, irreplaceable relic of historical importance. You really can't compare the two. It possesses some kind of enchantment, but as to why they call it emerald, I have no idea. The Mages Guild was adamant about making sure it returns to them in one piece. I don't know much. Malafar was the leader of a Nord clan back in Skyrim. He and his clanmates were banished for performing dark rituals, so they came to this forsaken wilderness. He stole the lazy, good-for-nothing loafers, if you want my honest opinion. They insisted the caves were full of goblins. That's ridiculous! My sources tell me that Malafar and a clan of Nords moved into these caves. No one said anything about goblins.
So my lady convinced you to help her? Of course she did. She's ever so good at that. Well, be careful in there. I'll save you some stew for when you get back.
goblin. No, listen. Breton. Breton. Not here. I can show you way out. I make sure goblins leave you alone. Follow me. Now we can talk safely. This lady, Laurent's fault. We told her about goblins. We had contact, and the lady pays well. She wanted stupid up. She needs to know the cost of recovering the cup. The stupid cup Anyone who drinks from the cup turns into a goblin, and the cup's owner can control them. It is too late. I think the cup's magic is forever. Feel more goblinish every moment. Fate, destiny, and another goblin fancies me. Don't drink from the cup. You don't want to turn green. Maybe the lady should drink from cup. That would show her. Where do you think these goblins came from? Malofar betrayed them and turned them into a goblin army. Follow me. Out the back. Don't tell her. Make her pay.
I do hope you found that blasted cup. Lady Laurent has been quite impossible while you were gone.
You've returned! Smashing! Were you able to recover the Emerald Chalice? Wonderful. Please, set it on the table. I want to take a good look at the thing before I pack it up and take it back to the Mages Guild. My hirelings? Oh, yes, of course. I'm glad you found them. Now, please, put the cup right there, if you would. Oh, my goodness. How terrible for them. Positively ghastly. Well, nothing to be done about it now. The chalice, if you please. Oh, really? And what, pray tell, is this secret? A goblin, eh? That explains what happened to the Nords. And, I suppose, that's why they call this relic the Emerald Chalice. Goblins are greenish, you see. Well, now we know. I suppose I might be able to. I would need a little blood. Stibbins, hold out your arm. This won't hurt a bit.
Yes, milady. Please, try not to get any on my clothes. Blood is murder to get out.
Now just hold still, Stibbins. Now you, Goblin, drink from the chalice.
What? What's happening?
Oh, dear. That was an unexpected side effect. Perhaps I shouldn't have used Stibbins's blood. He must have gotten caught in the spell somehow. Ah, well. I'm sure I can figure out a way to undo it eventually.
Well now, that is a relief. To think I might have lived out the rest of my days that way.
I don't understand. How can I cook dinner now?
Please, do not strike me. I am not with the bitter hand. I am as a tree buried beneath the ground, stuck in darkness and doomed to die. I am not even a bandit anymore. Yes, I admit I was with them, and I admit that I did bad things. I have robbed, and I have beaten, but I have never just cut down an innocent person. Well, as you can see, they did not like that. They say I know too much, that I cannot just float away down the river. They will soon kill me, unless a kind soul like yours is truly a generous spirit to release me from this dark place. But I would be most ungrateful if I did not tell you the entire truth. If I am truly to leave here, to put down, my misdeeds were not only connected with the bitter hand, they were also entwined with another. There is a Breton woman who was a partner of sorts. She sold the eye. She is not far. She is in Fell's Run. Her name is Brigabeth. I would go speak to her myself, but she would cut me down. I was only thinking, as the mud is my mother, I will return your generosity, stranger. I go from here to the chapel in Shornhelm to repent of my misdeeds. Find me there at the chapel. Thank you. I will see you again at the chapel in Shornhelm.
I'm not selling anything, friend. You'll have to go inside and talk to Sabir. My part in this business is in acquiring the items we sell and managing relations with our partners. It's about time. I haven't heard anything from that slippery lizard in weeks. If she's not able to deliver a steady supply, we can't keep doing business together. Tell me you've got something more for me than an excuse. Ha! She's getting out of the bandit business? Impossible. What's she going to do? Move to Shornhelm and try to earn an honest living? That's really courageous of her. To tell you the truth, I've often dreamed of doing the same thing. I thought if I tried something like that, then she and the other Bitterhand bandits would track me down and kill me. I was afraid. I don't know. Where would I go? What would I do? Maybe I could start over with Tibajah. Yes. Tell her to keep an eye out for me. I'll have to think about this. But it's starting to sound like a good idea.
Nice to see someone who's not walking around looking like their pig just died. Let me know if there's anything you need.
Not sure what's more surprising, that we made it to Shornhelm or that you did. Did you find Marion's necklace? Shore's bones, you did it. Thank you. With this, Marion will make a full recovery. I know it. May even get up the nerve to ask for her hand.
No matter the troubles.
It is good to see you, my generous friend. I came here to pray to Mara for forgiveness for my past, and it was like the clouds parted and the sun shined on my soul. I have decided to stay and devote my life to Mara. It is a better life. She did. That is funny, but I do not expect she will follow through. Regardless of her path, though, I am grateful she will not interfere with mine, and for that, I have you to thank. You have cleared away the weeds so that I may set down new roots and thrive. Someday, I hope I can do the same for another and repeat the cycle. No. For many years, I dreamt of escaping the current that carried my life, but it demanded I swim upstream, and such a sacrifice I was not willing to make. Until now. I suspect Brigabeth will not make the sacrifice, and she will not change.